Sheffield Wednesday 5-minute view from the Cop. Bit of a special one today. Just been down to Hillsborough, and it's been a long time coming. I know we got the win in the last proper match of the season, but we decided to try something a little bit different today and sent out the pretty much the 2016 side. Swapped the manager in, bringing back Carlos Carval and his assistants. And we thought we'd stick him up against a bunch of people that paid money to play for charity. So as I think the Wednesday sites reported, it was a narrow win, 24-3 to the Legends. Just good to see a few players out still, showing a little bit of class after all those years. There were a lot of players on show, but sort of really catching the eye up front. Stephen Fletcher was absolutely fantastic, really, really good. Lots and lots of little flicks and dinks, and scored an absolute bag full of goals. I think he got a double hat-trick, I'm not sure. Not sure exactly of all those that scored. Sammy Hutchinson scored 3 goals within first 15 minutes, and he again looked really, really sharp. Didn't cripple anybody, which was a bit of a surprise. Didn't get sent off, which was a bit of a surprise, I suppose. Extra for charity, that would have been something that probably would have happened. But yeah, I think the Wednesday players took it fairly seriously. There were a lot of laughs and giggles. Padil, one of their players was Tiny Shoelace, and while he got his other foot trailing at the back, he undid his other laces and just kept doing that. So yeah, a good bit of fun, lots of pushing and shoving, all in good measure, and but some great passing by Wednesday. And yeah, I mean the stats the stats for today must be absolutely off the chart. Who else did we have? Sam Winall scored a couple of goals. Jordan Rhodes scored a couple of goals. Took them really well. We got Kieran Lee, whose touch is still golden, and yeah, he was involved in a lot of stuff, passing stuff around. He managed to get a couple of goals. Ross Wallace really wanted to score plenty of goals today, and he did, and he was absolutely smashing the ball. We got Westwood in the net. We got Louvens in there as well. Bully played for a bit. Liam Palmer played quite a lot. He was coming off and on, so they were sort of letting people just go off and players coming on. And then I think in the second half, the other team decided they were just going to put all their players on just to see whether it made any difference, and it didn't really. The 3 goals they scored were well took. I think one of them were a penalty, which were a little bit dubious. I don't know whether I weren't really looking, but it looked like a push, but I'm not sure he even pushed him. But yeah, I mean it's all fun. It's all for charity. Dom Howson were there signing copies of his new book, Carlos Had a Dream. Westwood, just mentioning about Westwood, he actually spent a lot of time up front. Just went up, I think, initially for the corner, and just decided to stay up there for quite a lot of the match because didn't really have much to do. And he absolutely whizzed one and hit the post, I think. But he did score. He eventually did score, took it really well, and that was good to see. I think Palmer got a goal. Who else? We got Daniel Padil. He scored again, looked pretty good. Giles Coke got a run out, and you can see he's fit. He must join in training, you would have thought. I mean, some of them looked pretty much the same. Some of them had got a little bit of weight on and were struggling a little bit, needed a bit of a sit down and come back on again. But yeah, it was great fun, and you just didn't know whether they wanted to make it fairly even, but yeah, I mean they backed off with their goals, but 24 goals to see more goals than we've seen all season. Great fun, and for a fantastic cause, Western Park charity. So, yes, maybe a while now. I might chip in if we get some big news. But yeah, till next time. That's all for me, and up the L's.